Aloha lovelies, Tjoni with you here, just sharing the latest from my little cosmic adventure. And so I've been tuning into the whole idea of life purpose lately, and that sort of sent me to actually what our origins are as a species, especially for those of us that aren't quite from here. And I was shown a map. I asked to see what's our original energy body template. Like, what do we actually look like? And so I was given this map that I'd like to share with you. I saw these tendrils that were coming out, and there were seven of them coming out of each side of the upper spine, and they were kind of like almost like antenna, like reaching deep into the cosmos, out into the cosmos. And on the lower half of the spine, there was another 7 tendrils, but those ones were like kind of soft and black, quite dark, with these little balls on the end of them. And the balls were almost like these little sensors, and they were like moving through the earth, looking for something and making this kind of clicking sound, kind of like the sonar, like scanners that you see in like submarines and things like that. So they were kind of connecting with the earth, and then these ones at the top were more sort of crystalline and tuning into the cosmos. And then what we had is this center point in the spine, and I was told it was L7. So I was thinking lumber 7. Well, there actually isn't a lumber 7. And so I was confused about that. But they said, no, actually, in our original spine, it was actually longer. And we did have a T7. And so the energy of that is still there. I need to go back and spend some more time looking at our original spine. But a couple of points to note on here. A few different points came up. The pineal gland, the area at the top of the spine, the area at the bottom of the coccyx, and then the area at the bottom of our ethereal tail. So this area at the top of the neck is interesting. I've had on occasion the sensation of parasitic entities really trying to like get in there, especially if I've been in a situation where I'm having maybe a red pill conversation with somebody that is kind of more mainstream in their thinking. And it's almost like something's trying to get in there and shut me up. And so I have this sense of needing to push all of my awareness into the back of the neck and just kind of shield it by inhabiting it. And at one point, the sensation was actually so strong that I needed to put a cross on the back of my neck. That actually made me feel really quite sick. It was that strong that it was repelling the energy like that. And something I actually found out about the back of the neck is that Catholic priests, when they're doing exorcisms and so on, they actually have a cross embedded like on the inside of their collar in the back of their neck. And that's so that no nasty little rogue demons or energy parasites can actually get in. And then the other point on this that I found interesting is this area on the coccyx. And it looked like kind of like a donut shape. And I was told that it was something like a kind of key. Now, all of this was in relation to being shown something that looked kind of like a stargate. And when I showed this map to my friend, she said, "Oh, well, don't stargates have keys that aren't actually like kept close by to the stargate?" And it made me think about that. I thought, well, maybe we've got actually some kind of key in the base of the coccyx here that has something to do with that. I don't know. I'm still exploring these ideas. And then we had the pineal gland, which appeared to be kind of regulating this information coming in and out. And also, this point down here has become really important, especially like during the Hemisync. Part of it is really learning to separate from the body in a way that's kind of safe and secure. I haven't really done it a lot of that work before because I find I'm so flighty anyway that I don't really want to leave the body more than I already do. So I find I need to anchor myself a lot more than using the exercises that they actually take you through. And so, as well as their recommendations, I also see this elongation of the spine and feel that going right down and anchoring onto almost like the heart of the earth, like reaching right down, and it almost feels like it actually has a claw on it, the bottom of the spine. And I was thinking about this the other day actually. Why are we the only mammals that don't have like a full extension of a spine into a tail? I'm just wondering about that. I mean, okay, it would look kind of weird, but but is there something that's been altered there? Like, are we actually supposed to have like a full elongated tail? I'm just wondering about that. All other mammals, fish, reptiles, birds, like all other animals have like a full extension of a tail. I find it strange that we don't. And I'm wondering if that's part of our process of being disconnected because the tail is it seems to be such a kind of grounding aspect. So that's what was kind of coming through. And something else came through as well actually about this part at the top of the spine. I've actually had a few experiences of implants at the top of the spine and on the left side of the neck. And these things that kind of looked like, this is in like, like in meditation space, these things that look kind of like a metal spiral that were kind of screwed in there. And I extracted one, well, I felt like I extracted one about 10 years ago from the very back of the spine. But the other day I was at Habu Temple and we went to sit next to the Temple Mount. I haven't visited that area before, I wasn't aware of it, but a friend took me there. And so we sat on the ground with our backs towards the Temple Mount. And I'd been having such pain here on the left side of my neck for like months, really phenomenal pain, like there was just rocks in there. And as I sat there, I suddenly had the most incredible agonizing pain, and I felt like this huge, big spiral corkscrew was being taken out of the side of my neck. And it was so painful, I had to brace my body against the pain. It was really quite strong. And I was told that was some kind of implant that was basically cutting or distorting these messages and kind of tuning them into media and to the other forms of kind of brainwashing. And well, it's not even just brainwashing either, is it? It's all of our modes of perception, our entire perceptual washing. And I was told as this thing was being pulled out, it took a few minutes, to that it's really more necessary than ever now to completely disconnect from all of the channels of information coming in from the media and become really more aware of being a creator and putting our energy and our ideas and inspirations and intentions into the interwebs, into the media pool. And I guess that's why I'm feeling that I just need to create a lot of media now, because we need to kind of infiltrate it, right? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so that's this map anyway that's been coming to be. Now, the thing that I was told is the most important for us right now is to clear this channel. Now, we hear a lot of people talking about clearing the pineal gland, decalcifying the pineal gland. There's a lot of focus on up here, and even things like a lot of the Kundalini yoga and meditation and lots of these kind of different forms of, I guess, energetic wellness practices. They focus on bringing all the energy up. And in my experience, it can lead to some basically short circuiting. It can leave us without our anchor. And to me, that leaves us quite vulnerable. And so I feel like it's really important that we put just as much energy or just as much focus on bringing the energy down. And so I was told that what we need to do is focusing on the spine, that the spinal fluid is kind of interesting because it's not watery, but it's liquid. And when I get a sense of it, it feels kind of like liquid crystal or something like that. And so I've been told that we really need to keep the spinal fluid clear, and that will help clear all of those other channels and points along the way. And so what I've been doing personally is I've been using DMSO on the back of my neck. I've been doing 50% DMSO and 50% aloe vera. So if you've used DMSO before and you're familiar with it, go for it. If you haven't used it, I'll put a link in the description. Actually, I've been using it a lot. If you've got like immune issues and stuff, and if you're quite sensitive, you do need to go really careful. It can be very strong because it's a solvent and it's got lots of different properties. I think I might even do a whole video about that actually. It's incredibly beneficial, but if you are highly toxic, then you do need to go super gentle. Anyway, so I've been using that at the top of my neck, and at the base, I was told to use peppermint oil. So I've been using 1 drop of peppermint oil in just some base oil. I've just been using olive oil because it's what I've got here. It doesn't really matter what it is as long as your skin's happy with it. And I've been massaging that on the base of the spine, and as basically as much of the spine as I can reach, and right down to the bottom of the coccyx. So just really bringing in that freshness and vitality and cleansing to the spinal fluid. So anyway, that's it. That's my little rant for the day. So this is my little map. If you, I want to know who's also got a map. Who's got a map of a body that's kind of similar to this? I'm really interested. I like comparing maps. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a beautiful day. What you up to? What's going on in your world? Feel free to drop me a comment. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Till next time, my friends, be well and keep dreaming the good dream. Ciao for now.